See, listen, ma. Here I want to show you a structure of a different types of a permanent tissues. Okay, simple permanent tissues. So last slide I explain you simple permanent tissues, which is of three types: parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, and I explain you the explanations of these three slides, these three pictures. See, now I want to explain, show you the exact picture. See here, parenchyma, it is the what shape? It's a round shape as well as oval shape, and also there are many intercellular spaces. So these are the spaces which enable to float some plants on the surface of the water. Okay, see here. This is the plant structure of the plant part, and see, we can see this is the tissues. And next is the collenchyma. Okay, collenchyma tree. That's the collenchyma where it will be present. So by seeing this, you know it can present in the bamboo trees. I told you it will enhance to flexible. This tissue easily move from one direction to another direction. Next one is the sclerenchyma cells. This sclerenchyma, which is present in the coconut trees and palm trees. Why? Because it contains a chemical substance which is called as lignin. Okay, important one more question. So name a chemical substance which is present in the sclerenchyma. Lignin is a chemical substance. This chemical substance which act like a cement. Okay, and it gives a heart to the plant. So if it is very hard, what happens? It can withstand for any natural calamities like heavy winter, storm, whatever. Okay. So understand, these are the three shape and sizes of the simple permanent tissues. In exam, I will give only the picture. You have to write the name of the tissues. Understand? Shall we go for next slide? Next, parenchyma tissue, collenchyma tissue, sclerenchyma tissue. Same. I explained the previous slide, same. But here I want to show you the what are the parts which is present in the tissues. Okay. So see here. Here there is a intercellular spaces, nucleus. Both are same. Here this is a longitudinal section, and the first one is the cross section. Second one is the longitudinal. So first longitudinal means just you mean there is a tree. And we are cutting the cross section. You can see the clear structure of nucleus, cell wall, cytoplasm, which is a small curve, okay, small pore, and next is the vacuole. And collenchyma cell also contain nucleus, cell wall, cytoplasm. Only one exceptional, parenchyma cell which contain a chloroplast. I explained, right? I explained your chloroplast. Hence, it can prepare their own food. Okay. So, sclerenchyma tissues. These sclerenchyma tissues, where it will be? These sclerenchyma tissues, it will be in the coconut trees or palm trees, and which contain a chemical substance called lignin. Okay, which act like a cement and which gives heart to the plants. Okay, these are the structure of parenchyma tissue, collenchyma tissue, and sclerenchyma tissues. Okay, shall I go explain the next slide? Shall we go for the next? What's the next slide? Complex tissue. So what's the name? The two types of complex tissue. One is the xylem and another one is the phloem. These xylem and phloem together known as vascular bundles. Okay. So next I am going to explain about vascular bundles. See here also, here one more slide is there. Here it is easy for understand. Okay. So there is, I give some explanations. This is, you see, permanent fundamental tissues, simple tissues composed of a single type of cell. What I explained the previous three slides, I make it in a one slide. So here just for different characters. What are the characters? Unspecialized cell with the primary walls. Okay. So this is the diagram. Photosynthesis, secretion, storage, or the three functions. Collenchyma, elongated cells with uneven primary walls, living at maturity, support in leaf system. This elongated with very thick secondary walls dead at maturity. See, here you can see in the big log, right? We cut at a coconut is log. You can see this image. See, it is used for support. Okay, this is you have to read this one. Read it for unmarked questions and also diagram. See, you can differentiate the diagram parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Right? See, ma next. I will show you complex permanent tissues. This is the important one. Complex permanent tissues. See, did you see this element poem? Any other slide? The first slide I show you, right? The first slide I show you the xylem and phloem. Also the explanation of the tissues under the heading of tissue, I explain you the xylem and phloem. See here, complex permanent tissues, which is are made up of more than one type of cell, but simple permanent tissues which made up of only one type of cells. Okay, so complex permanent tissues made up of more than one type of cells. There are two types of complex tissues. One is xylem and another one is phloem. These xylem and phloem are called vascular conducting tissues. Vascular bundles or conducting tissues or conducting tissues. Okay. Next, xylem. So we are going to see about xylem. What is xylem? Xylem consists of tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. Okay. What the xylem consists of? Xylem consists of tracheids. So I will show you the diagram. I will show the picture. It consists of tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, xylem fibers. See, all start with X. Xylem consists of tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, xylem fibers. Four parts. Okay, next. The tracheids and vessels. Next, each and every. These see, first two tracheids and vessels are used to help transport water and minerals from where to where? From root to tip. That means all parts of the plants. Okay. So what's the main function of tracheids and vessels? They help to support or transport the water and minerals from root to all parts of the plants. Next, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. What's the main function? Parenchyma stores food. Parenchyma stores food and fiber helps in support. Understand? So there are four parts in xylem: tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, xylem fibers. Xylem tracheids and vessels used to transport water and minerals from root to all parts of the plants, and parenchyma which store food and fibers help in support. Understand? Very simple man. And next one, phloem. Next we are going to see about phloem. Before that, see here, structure of xylem, perforation plates. See, tracheids, fiber, vessel member. Okay, xylem. Next, phloem. Phloem which consists of, there are four parts in xylem, and phloem consists of sieve tubes, companion cells, pollen parenchyma and phloem fibers. Same four. So four parts in xylem and four parts in phloem. So phloem consists of sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. See here, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. Here, pollen parenchyma and pollen fibers. Instead of trachea and vessels, here sieve tube and companion cells. Okay. So the sieve tubes and companion cells transport from where to where? The first slide I show you, from tip of the plants, that means leaf, from the leaf or tip of the plants to all parts of the remaining parts of the plants, from tip to, or that means from tip to root. Okay, so pollen parenchyma store food and fibers help in support. This parenchyma and fibers which did the same functions in both xylem as well as in phloem. Understand? These are the structure of complex permanent tissues. So see here there is a sieve plate, sieve areas, companion cells, sieve elements. These are the fibers. Okay, ma. So here this is the fiber. That means elongated part. Okay, so is that one more time I am explaining you complex permanent tissues which is of two types, xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem together, which is called as a vascular bundles or conducting tissues. Xylem consists of tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, and xylem fibers. These tracheids and vessels, which helps to support water and minerals from root to all parts of the plants, and xylem parenchyma stores food, and xylem fibers help in support. Phloem consists of sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, and phloem fibers. See, the sieve tubes and companion cells transport food from leaf to all parts of the plant. Phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers, which stores the food and fibers helping support. Okay, these are the complex permanent tissues. It's very easy, very easy. Okay, so next I'm show you the next content, animal tissues. Okay, I show you before I explain you beginning of the class. I told you tissues are of many types, plant tissues, and there are many types, animal tissues and major many types. So plant tissues and types, it's over. I explain you. If you have any doubt, anytime you can send me a message or call me and you can clear your doubt. Okay. And next, I want to explain you about animal tissues which is present in our human body. So animal tissues are of four main types. They are epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, connective tissue, nervous tissues. Okay. So under the heading of these four animal tissue, I want to explain you these four tissues: epithelial, muscular, connective, nervous tissues. Okay. Epithelial tissues, muscular tissues, connective tissues, and nervous tissues. These tissues are again divided into many types. Let's see. Epithelial tissues are of different types. They are squamous, columnar, cuboidal, glandular. Okay, so it is entirely different from plant tissues. Okay, ma. So plant tissues, it's easy to buy out some names. It's also you can buy it, but by heart, but we have to revise again and again. So epithelial tissues are of different types. They are squamous, columnar, cuboidal, glandular. Four types. The muscular tissues are of three types. They are striated, unstriated, and cardiac. Connective tissues are of different types. They are blood, bone, ligaments, tendons, cartilage, areolar, adipose, etc. Many more are there. Okay, connective tissues. Nerve tissues which is present in our nerve cells, that is in our brain. Okay, neuron consists of nerve cells which is called neuron. So before we have to store this animal tissue, what we have to do? No, here there is a flow chart. Okay, animal tissues, how many types? Four types: epithelial, muscular, connective, nervous. This four. See here: epithelial, muscular, connective, nervous. This epithelial, which is divided into four: SCCG, SCCG, squamous, columnar, cuboidal, glandular. Four types. Muscular tissues divided into three: striated, unstriated, cardiac. Connective tissue divided into many types: blood, bone, ligaments, tendons, cartilage, areolar, adipose tissues. Okay. Next, nervous tissues, which is only present in our brain. So these are the types of animal tissues. You have to revise it again and again. Okay, ma. Without revising, you can't. Without revising, you can't read. You can't by heart. So go through, repeat it, read it again and again. So just I want to recap the topic what I teach you today. Okay. See here. First we see about the tissues. Right? What is tissues? Tissues are a group of cells which is present in all living organisms. A large number of cells join together to form, you are getting tissues. So tissues are of many types: plant tissues and animal tissues. So plant tissues, it is of two types. One is the simple complex tissues and permanent tissues. So simple complex tissues which is of how many types?